Hey everybody, welcome to Live Coding with Jesse. I'm Jesse, and today we're going to take some of that data that we moved from SQL Server into MySQL via the WordPress API, and we're going to take that data now out of WordPress with GraphQL into our React NextJS application. So first thing we have to do, well, I already did the first thing before the stream. So I just installed the latest version of the WP GraphQL plugin onto WordPress. So just a quick recap of how I did that. It's in case you're following along or want to use this for your own project. I just went to the WP GraphQL. I don't think I have it up anymore. I went to their GitHub page. And then I went to releases. I guess I can bring it up just to show you all. There we go. Okay, so when you go to a GitHub repo, you can check the releases. So I clicked on releases. I downloaded this zip file of the latest release, and then I just went into the plugins, add new plugin, upload, and then I uploaded that zip file. Alright, that's it. It's as simple as that. Activated that. After you do that, you do need to flush your, what do they call it, your permalinks. So the way I do it is I just click on one of these buttons, and then I click back, I save it, and I click on another one of those buttons, and that flushes it for me. There may be a better way to do that, but I don't know. But if you skip that step, it's not going to work. You're not going to get any data from that GraphQL endpoint. But assuming you did that, now if you just type in your, so this is GraphQL, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but you can get it as a Chrome extension. You just put in your URL, which in our case now is just an IP address, and then put GraphQL at the end, /GraphQL, and you should be able to get some data. So right now I'm just testing it, and I'm grabbing the IDs of all of our posts. Okay, so that part is pretty easy. But here's the problem that we have. It's not really a problem. It's just an extra step we have to do. So that post type that we made in our last stream, faculty, I'm going to try to get data from that. And it says it can't find the field faculty. Right, so we have to add something else to our plugin, our custom post types plugin, to make this work. So here's our faculty custom post type, and you can see down here we say show in REST in the REST API, and that's how we got it to show up, obviously, in our REST API. But what we need to do now is we need to get it to show up in GraphQL as well. So we're going to go show in GraphQL. Actually, let me start my Pomodoro timer since we're kind of getting into it right away. Okay, I just checked the live chat. Hey everybody, and Rook says, is it graphy cool, like graphical but cooler? I don't know. Maybe that's how you pronounce it. I've never heard it. I've always just seen it. Alright, here we go. Let's start our Pomodoro timer. We're going to get in 2 Pomodoro sessions today. I have a Christmas party for my department here in about an hour and a half, a little less than an hour and a half. So we'll see how much we can get done. Let's see. GraphQL. Show GraphQL. And we also, oops, I skipped. This was label. we need to add a label as well. I think we do. WP GraphQL publishers, support, title editor, custom fields, publisher. I'm going to try to get away with not adding the label. So I have some documentation open here. This is from the WP GraphQL wiki. And it's saying to put in this label, but I don't know that much about this, but it seems to me like I might not have to add this label, so I'm going to try to get away without it and see if it works. Alright, so Alright, so we're going to show in GraphQL, and then we're going to do this little arrow thing. I'm not sure what they call that in PHP, but looks like an arrow function to me coming from JavaScript land. So we're going to say true, and then GraphQL single name. We're going to give it faculty, and then we're just going to say faculty again. I guess if I really wanted to, for singular, we could do like faculty member, but I think it'll be fine. So plural name. Okay. So let's see, public true. Let me make sure I have everything the way it should be. Okay, that looks good. And then also, if we want to get that custom taxonomy working, we need to add some things in there as well. So right now, our custom taxonomy, we have said, you know, show in REST. So we need to do pretty much the same thing. So I'm just going to copy and paste since we've done it already. And instead of genre, we're going to do faculty department for singular, and then departments for plural. And we're going to save that. Hopefully that's all we need to do. It's worth a try at this point to see if it works. So we do need to copy all of that and then add it in here to our plugin. So we'll go to our plugin editor, and let's go to the plugin that we made. Paste that in, update it, and let's see. Hopefully I don't have to flush the permalinks again. We'll see if it works like this. If it doesn't, then we'll flush the permalinks. Internal server error. Oh, internal server error. That is not good. Wow, so we're not getting anything. Alright, let's check this out. I mean, we're still able to move around here. Let's go. Let's flush our permalinks. See if that makes a difference. Alright, so evidently I messed something up. Which shouldn't be surprising. I do that quite a bit. Also, this stream is a little bit earlier today, so I can see I have a lot less people than I normally have. Let me know what you think about this time, though, for a stream. So, I mean, the other time that we do this in the afternoon, well, for me, the afternoon is okay with me, but, you know, I'm interested in seeing what time works better for you all. So let me know, either in the live chat now or in the comments later on, if an 11:30 a.m. time is okay. It goes over top of my lunch break, but to be honest with you, I usually end up working through my lunch break anyway, so it wouldn't be a big deal for me to stream at this time if that ends up being a better time for everyone. I could maybe try it out and just stream at this time a few days, and then at the normal time a few other days a week, just to see, you know, how many people end up watching. I'm interested to see now. Okay, so our REST API is still working. Let's make sure it's working here. Okay, so the REST API works. Maybe what did I do? All right, let's take a look at what I did, and perhaps I added in an error. Well, if it was a syntax error in the plugin, then we would get a much worse result immediately, right? So we still have this here. So it's probably not a syntax error, but maybe I missed something. So I'm going to bring this documentation back over, and we can look at it together. So post type. Okay, we've done that. We've added those 3 attributes. So these 3 are the ones that are important. And we've also added them for the taxonomy. I'm not really sure what this is doing, or whether or not I need it. Let me scroll up and see what else we have here. Data. Description. Okay, so these look like it's for fields, which I'm not worried about the fields yet. But this is good to know that if we want to add custom fields, we can do that. Yeah, I don't think that first part is what we're really going for right now. Alright, let me look more closely. Yeah, really the only thing that I didn't do was add this in with the label. See, my labels look different than their labels. Let's go back and check what we have here. So, yeah, our labels were actually, we've created a variable labels, and we have, you know, quite a bit in here. So, let's compare. So, I mean, we have faculty, right? Publishers. All right, let me check the live chat and see. Oh, hey, Jason's here. All right, awesome. I'm really glad. So Jason created WP GraphQL, the plugin. So I'm really glad that you came. I was hoping that you might stop in for a bit. So Jason, I have the latest version of WP GraphQL installed in WordPress here. So I think it's 0.22. And right now I've added in, I'll show you here. So I've added in the show in GraphQL names right here for the post type, and then also for the taxonomy. But now I am getting an error. So when I try to get anything from GraphQL now, well, let's just try posts again. So before, when I tried to get posts, it worked. Now I'm getting internal server error. And what I'm really trying to get is faculty. And that's a custom post type. So this is the message I'm getting. So I messed something up. And I'll leave this code up here that we had. Let me make that a bit bigger. So anyway, so if you have any ideas about what I'm doing wrong or anything, let me know. I did use, I'll show you again. What was I using? I was using the GraphQL wiki page on extending and customizing. So that's where I was going off of to do this. Okay. Jason is going to try to get a snippet for us. So thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, I'm going to check out what's in the live chat as well here. So it looks like it's not a bad time. This so I asked earlier about this time, whether this would work for everyone, and it seems like the time is okay. Alright, so Jason's asking if the faculty post type shows up in the admin panel. Oops. And it does. So we have it here. I'm going to refresh everything. Yep. Yeah, so the faculty post type does show up. Okay, it looks like so far I'm seeing all positive response to streaming at this time. So yeah, maybe I'll try it out. I think, like I said, we have, it's still lower than normal viewers, but that could definitely be because I scheduled the stream, you know, kind of later, like pretty close to when the stream is actually going to start. And every time I do that, I always have less viewers. I think at least for some people, there's no notification. Usually there's like a warning notification of the stream's going to start. I'm going to check to see if I got it. Yeah, see, I only got the notification saying the stream is live. I didn't get the other one that I'd normally get saying the stream is going to start in 30 minutes. All right. Okay, cool. And Jason has a snippet coming. Alright, I need to keep an eye on my time as well, so I don't miss my Christmas party. I was already late to one meeting this morning. It snowed a lot here. I mean, a lot for my area. If you live, you know, farther north than me, it probably wouldn't seem like a lot, but I think it was maybe like 2 inches overnight. So anyway, the kids had a delay for school. So it kind of threw everything off this morning, and I got in a little bit later than I normally would for my meeting. So I don't want to be late for 2 things in one day. All right. We also have, okay, so the site, the React site, the NextJS site that we're working on has some updates. So Harshit went in and hooked up Apollo so that we can use GraphQL and pull the data in. So you can check out in the package JSON I have up here, you can see there's a lot of new things. So make sure if you've already cloned this repo, definitely do a git pull. I just added in yesterday. I did pull in those changes. So I merged that request. So check that out. So I mean, we'll be using it and going over it a little bit more once we get GraphQL working here. So I guess you can check that out while we're trying to fix this if you want. Okay, it won't let Jason paste the code in the live chat. Let's see. Jason, do you think... Yeah, Harsha says try Pastebin will work. If you can paste it in a direct message on Twitter, that would work too. Whatever's easier for you. I think we do have this as a Git repo. It's a public Git repo, so you could paste it in an issue if you wanted. I mean, really, whatever's the easiest way for you to get it to me is fine with me. All right, awesome. So Jason has put it into a gist, and I'm gonna check that out right now. All right, awesome. Let me pull this over to this screen so we can just check it out. Okay, so all right, let's see. Okay, so we add action. Function. Okay, so I would replace oops, I didn't have the oh, okay. So Jason was saying it might have been an issue with having the GraphQL single and plural names the same, but actually it looks like it works. Jason saying not sure what the difference between my snippet and yours is. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out again. I'm trying I think the only thing, custom fields is included here. I don't see what that would have to do with anything though. Are there any issues with me having the REST API activated as well? I saw with the last with the last release, there was a note about a conflict on custom post types that have registered show and rest true. So it does say that version 22 or 0.0.22 fixes that. I mean, I could try to take this out. Let's try to take this out and see, and we'll try to take it out here as well. Let's take it out. So we've taken out all the REST stuff here, which if we're going to use the REST API to pull in data, we're going to have to put that back in. But at least, we'll test this out and see if that was an issue. Oops, where are we at? Okay, so let's go back to our plugins, to the editor. There we go. And we'll update that. Great. Alright, now let's check this out. So still getting the error there. Let me try the permalinks thing here again. Still an error. Just make sure I'm getting the right thing here. Yeah, we should be able to get posts. Oh, what is this? Whoops. Alright, let me check. Okay, Jason says the show and rest thing is working for him. So, all right, let me just leave that back in there since we'll probably need that at some point anyway. Okay, Harshit says open the console to see if there's an error in here for the request. Okay, yeah, we have errors for sure. Okay, so it's giving us a 500 internal. Okay, so it's saying GraphQL requests must be a post or GET request with a valid query. Alright, so let's try a hard refresh then. So we're not getting any schema. I wonder. Whoops. My the timer went off. Let me do a short. I think I'm all caught up in the live chat. Let me double check, but I think we can just kind of keep going. Okay. Yeah, I've gone over everything in the live chat, so I'm just going to start another Pomodoro session here. All right, let's try. Got some things that are being put in the chat for me to try. Okay, still getting that internal server error. Can you share a link of the WP install? Yeah, the WordPress install. Let me give you the link here. I mean, it's just an IP address, but there it is in the live chat now. Okay, so I'm gonna take the snippet. Where'd it go? No, I can't find it. Too many things open. Alright, let's get rid of that. I can get rid of that for now. There it is. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to copy this and let's just put this in here, and then we'll take this and comment this out. There we go. Alright, Jason set up. I'm like 5 minutes behind on the stream. That's a lot behind. I don't think I can do about it now. I usually do set it to low latency, so there's not that much of a difference between what I'm saying and when you all hear it. Let's see. Alright, so I'm just gonna try this, and you know what, let me get rid of this for now, just in case that's messing things up. Okay, so no more errors. We have our post again. Let's see if we can get faculty. What would we have as faculty members? Yeah. Alright, oops, I spelled it wrong. Yay, alright, so we have faculty members now. Okay, so that works. So there's something in what I'm doing, what I was doing, that was messing this up. So, That's weird. Well, alright, I think we can figure this out. Alright, so I guess what we can do, this is going to be kind of tedious, so I apologize for this, but I don't know that there's much sense in trying to move forward until we make sure that this is going to work, you know, with everything that we need. So I'm going to take, basically I'm going to paste in these different things. Actually, let me see. You know what? Let's try this first. Alright, so let's see if we can get this taxonomy in here. So basically we're going to slowly paste these things back in here and until we get an error, and then we should be able to find out what exactly is causing the error. So this is going to be tedious just because of the way I'm updating this plugin. Which I wonder, I could do this in a way that would be easier, but I'd have to set that up as well, and at this point I don't think it would be worth it to take the time to do it right now, but at some point maybe it would be. Alright, let's update that and check it. Alright, so we did get the internal server error, and all we added back in was the stuff with this taxonomy. Alright, so you know what, I'm going to try, let's take this out, and I'm going to departments. I'm going to take that out. So basically this is going to be everything that we originally had for our post types. I'm adding all this back in, but I'm taking out this part that we know caused an error. So we'll see how this goes now. Okay, so the error is gone, but we can't find faculty members, and that's because we named it something different. So faculty. Okay, great. Alright, so this is good. This took a lot less time than I thought. So all of this worked, right? So just adding the show and GraphQL stuff to what we had for the post type worked. But for whatever reason, something we did here with the taxonomy did not work. So for now, I guess we can move on for now and get this data in here. Yeah, actually, let's see what else we can get. I want to be able to see. Is there a way I can get all the fields that are available here? I don't know enough about this Let's see if I can get a node. Nah. See if I can do like that. No, it's not gonna work. All right, so let's do ID title. Do we call it department? All right, so we don't have that field. I could see. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, Jason. I wasn't looking at the live chat. So, Jason says you can't have special characters like faculty hyphen departments. So I'd have to camel case it. Awesome. Okay. The WP install. Harshit says the WP install is redirecting. This is what I get when I mean, obviously it shouldn't really show anything. Okay, let's refresh. All right, great. We've got the schema now, and the type ahead has your right queries. Great. All right, so let's go ahead and add in our what we needed here for, where's it at? Here we go. So I'm gonna grab these again, and this time, oops. Let's see if I can get it right. So I should be able to do this and then change it to faculty departments. Oops, it was supposed to be department, right? Oops. There we go. Faculty department, faculty department. Okay, great. Alright, let's try this out now. See if we get it. Nope. Let's try to refresh. Okay. Alright, let's see. I don't want the ID. Let's see if we can get the title. Can we get this? No. Name? Yeah, let's see. Oh, nice. Alright, check that out. Okay, so this is what we're getting now. So we get all our faculty members. Alright, so right now I'm not getting all the data we'll need, but we have the title, and then we have under our faculty departments, and we have the ID, which we won't really need, but we can get the name of that faculty department. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. This is great. And actually, that's thanks for mentioning like the reloading this to get the schema, because those type ahead, you all probably couldn't see it, was too small, but you know, being able to go in here and type in, you know, something like this, I can immediately see, you know, what's available to me. So, I mean, that's really useful. I actually want to see what it has for count. 7. Nice. The count might be useful at some point. Really cool. All right. Let's see how much time we have. 10 minutes, 2:15. Okay, we're not bad on time. We can definitely finish out this Pomodoro cycle, and right now there's not a whole lot in the live chat that I haven't already addressed, so maybe, I don't know if we can do a whole nother Pomodoro cycle, but maybe. So we'll see. So let's go in now and let's try to pull some of this data in. Let's see how we're going to do it. Okay, so we'll make a page first, and our page will have parameterized routing. We've done this before in previous streams, so we'll have some parameterized routing, and then if they go to the page, we should see what this is like. Let's check the current site. I'm jumping all over the place. Sorry about this. So I'm going to check the current site to see what the URL is. Jason says, my connection is hot. Sorry I wasn't able to help more, but I'm not really able to even follow this. Oh, no problem, Jason. You were super helpful. There's no way I would have been able to figure that out on my own about the having a camel case thing. So super, super helpful. Thank you so much. Alright, so I want to check the current site to see what the URLs are for the faculty page. If I can match that URL, that would be awesome. Then users who have something bookmarked or any links, from elsewhere that are trying to link to that page, they won't break. So let's check that out first. And I don't really even know how to get to there. Let's see. Department. All right, let's try departments first, and we'll pick biology. So we did import the biology professors. So let's see, faculty, and let's read more. I actually know this Dr. Derek Dorosky. He's a super nice guy. I played Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit at his house before, and his wife is super, super knowledgeable about Tolkien stuff, and she actually beat me, and so I was really impressed. But they're really nice people. So it looks like this is going to be perfect. So I don't know if you can see the URL. It's really small. There we go. Hopefully you can see that better now, but it's just /faculty/ and then the name. So it's Dorosky /Derek. So it's last name and then first name. Let's see how I can get that. We got to figure out a way to get that last name, first name in there. Because right now we have, that's going to be the toughest part, because I don't think we have a piece of data with that slug, but let's see if we can find it. I'm really glad we looked at this first. Let's go back to the Microsoft SQL, whatever this is called, SQL Operations Studio, that I always forget what it is. So I want to go back and find all the fields again, so I can look through and see if we have that data in any of the fields. All right, let me check this. Oh, okay, so something's up with the stream. The stream is smearing. That webpage looks like a window crashed in Windows XP and you moved it. Alright, so maybe the Zoom... I'm probably on the wrong network, right? No! No. Alright. Alright, listen. I'm going to change networks really quick. So the stream is going to drop off and then start up again. So I'm warning everybody now that this is going to happen. So it's just going to be just a second. I need to just set this other network as my default network from now on, since I need to work on it. Alright, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so the stream should be back up. So let me run this again. Come on. Am I not? Let's try to disconnect and reconnect. Alright, let me just copy this. There we go. Oops, wrong one. Connect. Alright. Okay, so looks like... Alright, I'm back. We still have the same amount of viewers we had when we left, so that was a lot better than last time. We lost half the viewers when I switched networks. Okay, it's actually really good to know you can switch networks in the middle of a stream and it still picks right back up. That's kind of cool. Alright, so here's what we're looking for. Some data that has the last name of the professor and a hyphen and then first name. You would think it would be in here, right? Let's see. If not, this might be something that needs to be manually put in. And hopefully we can figure out some way. No, it's not in here. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, let's check. Let's check the data that we have now and see if it's in here somewhere. No, I don't see it in there. Okay. Uday says hello. Hey Uday, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Harshit says, can you give me an example slug? Alright, so let's see. What are our slugs right now? Okay, so right now WordPress is just making the slugs like McKenna, Dr. Kyle, right? So it's adding that doctor in there because of the way it's in here. We don't want that. We want it just to be... Let me double check actually. So Derek Dorosky is Dorosky-Derek, right? So let me... So even though the name that shows here and that we're pulling as the title into WordPress is Dr. Derek Dorosky, the slug is just Derek Dorosky. So I'm going to paste that in just so y'all can see into the live chat. Now, let's find another professor. So let's see Kyle McKenna and make sure Yeah, mechanical. Okay, so yeah, so it's definitely a difference. So I guess here's what we can do. This might not be bad. For most of these, it seems like if they have doctor, it'll change. Let's see what this one, since this is a priest, let's see what the name ends up. All right, so even for a priest, it's still okay, last and first name. So what if we just wrote some function that checked, and if it had doctor in it, it stripped that out, or if it had father, so FR period, or TOR, which means it's third order regular. That's the order of Franciscans that run this university. We could strip that out. Maybe we can do that. Yeah, maybe we can do that in our migrate.js file. Yeah, I'm thinking we do that in the migrate.js file, and then pull in. See if we can actually add slug, like a custom slug here, which we should be able to check in here. See if we can add it. So here's where we create a post. Yeah, we can add a slug. So we can make a custom slug, which can just be our last name and first name. But what we'll do is we'll pull out any commas, and we'll pull out doctor or any titles like that, and we make sure we'll insert a hyphen, and we'll lowercase everything. Let's see. Okay, Harshit just put in some things to split this. So I think, I might be mistaken, but I think we need to go the other way. So what I have is this. So I have this as a string. What I want to get is the slug Dorosky hyphen Derek, all lowercase, without the doctor. So yeah, so I need to go the other way. That's what I'm thinking. So regular expressions then, and Rook and Harshit are talking about regular expressions in the live chat. Yeah, that's going to be the way to go. Let's see. How can I do this? What I can do now, actually, my timer ran out, so let me check what time it is. 2:29. All right, it's not too bad on time right now. Let me double check to make sure I didn't get any messages that need my attention before the party. Slack, there's nothing in Slack, and there's nothing in my email. Okay, so I should be good to work on this. I'll leave it up to you all. So here's what I'm thinking we could do. I could manually change the slug on some of them and then go forward with trying to actually pull the data in. Or we could wait till tomorrow when we can actually get the regular expressions. Harshit is going to work on writing a regular expression. When we can actually pull this data in, we'll probably delete what we have and then pull the data in again with the correct slug. That'll be the fastest way to do it. And then we can go ahead and create our template for the faculty, our page, and basically use it so that the URL will be the same as it is in the current site, where I just lost it. Where it's, yeah, so the URL will be the same as we have in the current site. It'll be, franciscan.edu/faculty/ and then faculty last name, first name. And then based on that slug, that faculty last name, first name, then it'll get the data for that particular faculty member. Let's see. So anyway, so that's the two choices. Should we just use some manual test data and keep going, or should we just say forget it, let's just wait till tomorrow when we can have all the real data? So I'll wait for some responses here, and while I'm doing that, I just want to check out what we have here already in our pages. So we do have a faculty page already, and let's find our server.js faculty ID. Okay, so we have it set up already. Great, that's great. So we have the parameterized routing set up already. So if you can, I lost it. Here we go. So already when it's /faculty/ and then this is going to be ID. We're calling it ID, but we know it's going to be the slug. We're going to send the slug there. And we're going to be able to access this ID at that page. So let's go back to our faculty component, and this query, this ID, will get saved into props. Now what we'll do is within this get initial props, we're going to actually grab the data. So right now we're just returning the ID, but what we'll do is like we did on project 1, the Catechetical Institute project, here in this get initial props function, that's where we're going to get the data. And this will run server-side as well. So this will work with our server-side rendering, and then based on the data we return, then we can fill out the fields here. So this is actually going to have, for now I'm going to leave this as ID, but really this will be the title. So what we'll have is that title, we're going to have an image, and then we'll have some text here. So I mean, really, this page is pretty. It's going to be somewhat close to what we want. But first, let's just do kind of like a demo here of what it's going to be like. So right now, here's the local version of this, and I'm going to go faculty, and then let's go Dorosky Derek. Great. See, so Dorosky Derek, we'll be able to access that and then use this slug to access the data. So in GraphQL, it would be, we would search by slug, I guess. Faculty. I don't remember how I did this originally. But essentially here it would be where slug, why is it not giving me slug? Where faculty dot I don't remember how I got it before, but basically it'll be like where the slug for this faculty equals and then whatever the value of that ID is. So that would end up being, you know, how we get that data. We'd pass in that ID and then we pull it out, which I can't remember. I can't remember how we did that. I'll have to check and see how we're already doing that in, what were we doing that in? The bulletin, the React version of the bulletin. We're doing a similar thing. So I can just check that code out in GitHub and do the same thing that we were doing before. Kishore asks, hi, should I watch the whole series from the beginning to get along? I wouldn't try to watch the whole series from the beginning. I think we're well over 100 videos now. It would take a really long time. But maybe to get up to date as soon as you can on this particular project, maybe just watch all the videos that are labeled with Project 5. So if you go back to like Project 5 Day 1, and I think this is Day 12, that'll be a lot easier to catch up. And then if I make reference to some earlier project and you want to catch up on that, you could certainly try to go back to watch a video or two from a previous project. Oh, sorry. But I wouldn't, unless you have the time, I wouldn't worry about needing to watch every video. Just maybe if you see a topic that interests you, that you want to know more about, check that out. But otherwise, it would take quite a while. All right, let me check my time. Okay, well, I think at this point then, I think we'll end this stream, and tomorrow will be kind of like part 2. So we didn't actually get to the point where we're pulling this data into React, but we are able to pull it out of WordPress. So we've got the first part done. The second part will be getting the data into React, and we already have it set up. We have our parameterized routing set up, as we just saw. That works. It's just now we'll have to make sure that we call within this getInitialProps function. We're going to pass through that slug and get the correct data, and then we can populate this. So that's what we'll work on tomorrow, and we may even pull in the data from our SQL Server database into WordPress a little differently so we have correct slugs. That's something I might work on, kind of earlier in the stream. We'll see how it goes. But I think tomorrow, I'm going to check my calendar just to be sure that I'll be able to stream tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have any meetings on my calendar tomorrow, so I should be able to stream. I don't know about... I might try doing it at like the normal time that I usually stream tomorrow, and just see the difference in viewers. But yeah, but that's it. That's it for today. So didn't get everything done that I thought. It was kind of an ambitious project for one stream, especially a stream where I knew I had to end, somewhat. If I could have taken another hour, I think we definitely could get it done. But anyway, still, we made good progress, and we even overcame some issues that were mainly just based on the fact that we had to camel case things in our plugin. Let's see. Boxing Expert says, "Good job, Jesse. It takes true will to be doing this every day." Thanks, I appreciate that, and then thanks for watching. All right, so I'm going to end things now. I will most likely be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and for all your help. And it was really cool. So I know Jason, who's the creator of WP GraphQL plugin. If you end up watching this recording and seeing this, then thank you so much again. That was super helpful. And everyone else who helped, I really appreciate that. Thanks, Harshit, for the updates with GraphQL in our... what are we calling this? Franciscan Site React project. And also thank you for your work that you're about to do here on these regular expressions. So really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.